remember, first thing I need a 1 in the first column, and then I need to create zeros, correct? So looking in the first column, I already have a 1. Yay! Done. So I need to work on making these be zeros. Let's work on this one. Use your 1. What would it have to be in order for that to cancel and be 0? 2. So I would write 2R1, because you're going to use that 1, add it to R2. Remember, this should always be by itself. Okay, so that means the first row doesn't change, so I copy it down, and the bottom row does not change. And once again, make sure you copy those down correctly. Ooh, I like that bottom row. I like those multiples of 3. That's nice when you want to get a 1. Okay. So, 2 times this plus -2 gives me 0. It better we did something wrong. 2 times that plus 6. 10. 2 times this plus -6. 0. 2 times this plus 2. -6. You agree with that? Okay. Still working in this column. I need to make this be a 0. So what would I have to do? -3R1 plus row 3. Which means the first 2 rows do not change. I'm going to copy those down. Oops. See, and I copied it down wrong. Okay. So -3 plus 3 is 0. So -3 times row 1 plus 12. What would that give me? 6. -3 times this plus this. -3. So that'll give me -9 plus 6. Then -3 times this plus this. 24. Okay, now is the hard part, I think. The hard part is creating the 1. Sometimes it's easier than others. So, I can get creative and I can try to think of multiples of these. Like, oh, multiple that's 12, 20, let's see, 18, 18, 20, no. Let's see, 24, no. 30, that'll give me 0, I don't really see that. Now, not what I recommend, but we can go fractions. Okay, but you try to think of multiple ways. Remember how yesterday we did like a 2 times second row and got a -1? That's what you want to try. But 10 and 6, I can't really think of multiples that give me 1. Can you?
Can a -1 be the first one?
-1 is a good choice because then the next step you can just multiply by negative. So if you can get -1, that's great too. Because then you can just make it negative like we did yesterday. But I'm going to resort to fractions and I'm going to do it on this row. Well, do I want to do it on this row or this row? If I did 1/10, that's going to be a fraction. If I did 1/6, that's going to be a fraction. Let's do this row because it's got a 0 in there. Let's do 1/10 R2. So the first row is the same. Third row is the same. So this will be 0, 1, 0. And 6/10 is really -3/5. Correct? Like I said, you want to avoid those fractions as much as you can. But it may not always be possible. Okay? So now I've got a 1 in that column. I need to work on making these be zeros. Yeah? So let's focus on it 2. Using my 1, what would I do to make that be 0?
-2 times row 2.
Row 2 plus row 1. That's where I'm putting it, right? So the second 2 rows stay the same. So that'll be 0, and that better not change. 1, 0, right? Remember, once you do this column, if you you change any of these values, you did something wrong. Because once you've done it, it better not change. Okay. Now here, what will I get? Careful. Negative 2 times this plus this. 3 still, right? That was 0. Now in this one, well, let's go ahead and I know this is just a basic fraction. Let's go ahead and grab calculators in case this gets messy. I don't know if it does or not. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. Yeah, I did somewhere. Not over there in that black thing? No.
I know, I was gonna grab everyone. Everybody was already swarmed up there.
Here's one. Okay, so tell me what I get in that last spot. It's a fraction. Negative 14 fifths. Did anyone else get that?
I got 26 fifths.
Let's see, 6 fifths.
I got 6 fifths.
Well, you didn't add negative 4 yet.
Oh.
So you're 14 fifths? Yes? Okay, so I've got that done. Keep working in this column. I need to make this be a 0. So what do I do? R2 plus R3. The first 2 rows stay the same. This becomes 0. 0. This is still negative 3, correct? Yes, no? And this will become what? So negative 6 times negative 3 fifths, add 24. Rachel, is it saying negative 6 times row 2, and we're adding it to row 3. Pretty big.
138 over 5.
Anyone else did that? Yeah? Okay. I've got the first 2 columns done. Now I need to make a 1 in the next one. Where's the only spot that makes sense to make a 1? Right here. Right? And there's no choice there, but let's go fraction again. So let's do negative 1/3 R3. So the first 2 rows don't change. That'll be 0, 0, 1. Let's see. That does reduce. So what's negative 1/3 times 138 fifths?
Top drawers.
Just sit on my desk. I'll get it. What we get?
Negative 46.
Sounds about right. Anyone else get that? Yeah? Okay, almost done, right? Got this column, this column. Now this just needs to be a 0. So what would I do?
Negative 3 R3 plus R1.
Plus R1. I didn't give myself a whole lot of room, did I? I'll go down. Wrote giant. So 1, 0, 3, or I'm sorry. I'll do that row in a minute. 0, 1, 0, negative 3 fifths. 0, 0, 1, negative 46 fifths. Okay, and then that'll be a 0. And what will I get in the last spot? So I want negative 3 times negative 46 fifths. That's negative 14 fifths. Come on, guys. What'd I get?
124 over 5.
Anyone else get that? 124 over 5? Can I guess? Any other guesses?
124 over 5.
Yeah. And is this an REF?
Yeah.
Yep, done. No need to even rearrange rows. That's kind of nice. That one got messy.